Has chips in his hand where he might get freaky here. Just goes with the call.
Oh, and it comes in.
The stone nuts.
What do we know about Alex Foxen? 4 bracelets. Best finish in the main event was 40th place in 2019. Only 35 years old. Black table, where Alex Foxen has opened Jack 10. Paraudo has called with Ace Queen. That's Daniel Paraudo. Sam Chartier, well-liked player on the scene, is going to defend Jack 9 in the big blind.
Chartier on his bio saying he's in the liquor business. Is that like the least surprising thing ever, or is it just my personal experience partying
does it
with
count
Chartier?
as the liquor business if you're the one buying all the liquor?
He's in the business.
He's in the business of buying
I'm supporting
alcohol
several
and
liquor businesses.
9 greens there.
Got quite a flop here. Chartier flopping the open-ended straight. Foxen flopping top pair, being the aggressor. Going to c-bet. And Paraudo with 2 overs. Likely not going anywhere.
Does have Chartier to worry about behind.
Actually, he's folding here.
I don't hate it.
Well, when your opponent is Alex Foxen, you do know it can be tough to play some turns.
I mean, you're sandwiched between 2 very good players. And we know if he hit his queen, that would have been no good. It's a king on the turn, however. Chartier checks to Foxen. Foxen loading up for another bet.
Yeah, he knows the king likely didn't improve his opponent's hand. Didn't hit any draws, and unlikely his opponent called him with random king high. Deciding to still get value with his Jack 10 from things like an 8 or a 4, or potentially some worse kings like, excuse me, worse 10s like 10-7.
Will you find tougher tables than this? But this is unfortunate. I mean, I guess this is why it is the feature.
Alex Foxen has kicked off the proceedings here with pocket 3s.
Interesting to see Ryan Ling just calling out of the small blind with ace king against a player typically as active as Alex Foxen.
This is Alan Helfenstein. Orstein calling, defending king at 9 of hearts. Jack 4 deuce. Somehow the 3s are still best.
Yeah, and perhaps Ling not 3-betting, not wanting to play a big pot out of position against a player such as Alex Foxen with no pair. But a lot of the times that 3-bet is going to clear Alex out and you just take it down pre-flop.
Yeah, and Foxen with the range advantage, probably always going to be c-betting there, but it's nice to clear out that overcard equity.
Guy's never had a drink in his life, but eats candy. Okay.
Oh yeah, since you guys have the same role, you rarely work together in the same booth. You don't get to watch this guy snacking nonstop.
It's not just because we have the same role. It's also because we can't be trusted on air together.
Yeah.
I've taken years, me and Ali in the booth together have taken years off producers' lives.
I can't imagine, to be honest.
Pair of 8s here for Alex Foxen after defending 8-6 of spades. And it looks like Foxen bet it, got the call. Jack on the turn for Chartier.
Check.
Checks to Foxen for the second time.
Foxen with some showdown here with the pair of 8s.
Yeah, he's not going to let up. He doesn't rate his opponent to have an ace too often, limping the small here pre-flop and just check calling. So an 8 is often the best hand here. Sometimes your opponent just has a deuce, or as we see, king high.
Yeah.
How important is it to fight for this pot right now if you're Sam Chartier? I think you just showed us in the fold.
Yeah.
We got Disney Plus subscriptions to sell.
Foxen with the ace king suited. Always dangerous when the active good player picks up a premium hand.
Or you can just fold to him, which is what I would do. Oh, well, I guess I might not in this case.
Big bet specialist Dylan Smith.
Yeah, I think we're going to see all 5 here.
He won the mixed big bet event this year.
Raise 80,000.
Yes, everyone out there, turns out there's an event called Big Bet that isn't No Limit.
Well, No Limit's one of the events. There's actually a few No Limit events in the mix, but yes, there are lots of different events other than Hold'em in the mixed big bet.
And we have seen a re-raise, otherwise known as a 3-bet from Dylan Smith with pocket queens. We're gearing up for the sickest and classicest of races.
Yeah, I'm imagining that all this money is going to find its way in via a 5-bet if Alex doesn't go ahead and shove now. Both of these players know the other is capable of doing this with other holdings, so I don't think they're going to stop raising.
Raise 170,000.
I'm going to go for the 4-bet. Call it off here with ace-king suited.
This month, a random subscriber won a $10,000 main event seat. He came to Vegas, played the biggest tournament in the world, and made it today too. Now, we're doing it again. We're giving one of you a $5,000 VIP poker experience with behind-the-scenes access, a tournament budget, a chance to be featured on the channel, and a shot at life-changing money. All you have to do is subscribe and comment, "I'm in." Winner selected July 15th. Official rules are in the description.
That will be the 5-bet all-in from Dylan Smith.
Good luck, fellas.
Foxen makes the call.
Class.
And it is a classic flip. Like clavicular versus the ASU frat leader, one of these two things has a slight mathematical advantage. And so often, when it's two phenomenal poker players, it does just come down to two hands that cannot be folded, and the poker gods decide who will be the victor. Clean flop for queens. Alex Foxen may be getting his wish to not spend as much time on the feature table. He is not at risk, but this will not leave him with much if he cannot hit this river. Double up, Dylan.
Leaving preservation as an option. And Foxen with just 20 bigs himself.
He is going to
come
try
along
to flop some equity. Is the stop and go still a thing?
You don't see it as much anymore, but 3-way pot's a little tougher.
Not this way either. 7-5-4, 2 spades. Not the equity Alex was looking for, although it's not 0.
I do want to hear the conclusion of the black ice sleeping Uber driver story.
Tell me you pushed him into the passenger seat, started driving.
Well, so I'm sitting
Or
in the
just at the
back
door.
seat, and I didn't know he was asleep at first, right? Until he started swerving a little bit, and I was like, oh, maybe that's just the ice, right? Maybe he's
Hold
trying
on
to.
a second. We
Yeah.
might have some action from Alex. I apologize to interrupt, but
No.
Savage C-bets 1/3 pot. We clear out the king jack, but Alex with a gut shot and 2 overs has chips in his hand where he might get freaky here. Just goes with the call.
Tell me you heard him snoring in a French-Canadian accent, and that's how you knew.
Oh,
when it comes
close
in,
it
the
on
stone
the turn.
nuts.
All right, no one wants you to tell this story, apparently.
Stone
the
nuts
poker
for
gods are like,
Alex. Savage
Nobody
going
cares.
dead.
It's okay. I'm still here, guys. It's fine.
Alex Foxen, do not count him out.
Now, the interesting thing about this from Savage's point of view is there's a 4-liner on the board, and Alex in the big blind, he does have a lot of 8s and 3s, some, but a lot of 8s. So there are scenarios where you're not too excited to get a lot of money in the pot with 2 10s.
Yeah, it makes a lead more appropriate here from Foxen, which you do see him reaching for chips because
30,000.
even if your opponent has overpairs, right, like we see Savage
Great
does,
call from Savage.
he might end up checking back sometimes if you check to him. So you're more likely to get calls with a lead versus checking when you hit the turn like that. And now under pot behind for Foxen.
Yeah, he really set it up for a river shove here with that turn sizing.
I mean, as opposed to other hands we've seen people play where they didn't quite set it up correctly, this is how you do it.
Assuming that's his objective, he might feel a better chance of getting called with a smaller sizing because the straight is a possibility, and perhaps he doesn't want to scare off the overpair with a larger bet.
All in.
But he is going for all of it.
How quickly does Savage act this time? That's the appropriate face.
Pair. So really, again, it's does he have a straight? Does he have a boat?
Wow, nice fold, Mr. Savage. Very nice.
Not exactly the tightest laydown, but the correct one, and certainly not easy to do, as Alex Foxen, who we may have counted out moments ago, is now back up over 300K when everyone started watching poker.
I mean, I'll be honest, I was a viewer of the Moneymaker year. Now, some people, not to discredit Moneymaker, but I'd already decided before that main event aired from watching the prelims. I was a cash game player in Dallas. I was like, I'm playing the main event this year. I'm buying myself in. And that was before the Moneymaker main event portion, just watching the prelims. I decided I was playing. So I was a viewer, though. I mean, that 2003... Actually, I was actually watching the ones before that, to be honest. Like the Varconi win. I was into it, man. TV poker was my jam.
But
Still is.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, that
you
banjo.
heard it,
That
and
banjo.
you were in it.
Takes me back. Foxen here dominating Chartier again.
It's a nice try here from Sam Chartier.
Yeah, a bit out of line with the 6-4 open, but obviously big stack, so understandable to go wide from the cutoff.
Call. Heads up.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is likely due to who the big blind was. Savage in the big blind. Players likely feeling, especially the pros, that they could maybe run him over, apply pressure to him, and get him to lay down more.
Yeah, especially having, you know, Foxen to your left with a shorter stack makes
Right.
it a lot better of an open.
Now, not only does this 4 improve Chartier, but doesn't it help him out a little bit in that maybe he'll be less inclined to keep doing whatever he was doing?
I mean, you may not want to slow down, right? If he fires a large bet here and you're Alex with an ace with no kicker,
30,000.
it's not an easy call here because you know you might be facing a river bet, and
Oh, that
a
was
lot of
large.
the times Chartier just has a better ace. So you do have to consider that if you're Alex here. And he bet 80 into 105.
As you predicted.
Plus a pair of 4s just doesn't really have good showdown against
So it's like nothing.
Yeah.
a button call on the flop as well.
Yeah, the 4 doesn't, I mean, if anything, it can allow you to maybe river 2 pair of trips. But other than that, no, it doesn't change your MO here to apply pressure and try to win this pot. 80, excuse me, Alex's stack of 280. 80 is quite a large portion of it. So really good call by Alex here. Not an easy one to make.
Yeah, he's got less than pot behind again. And Rivers, the continued best hand, 3 aces.
Now this would be really interesting to see. Is he going to give up? Is he going to continue to represent?
I mean, what's
ace?
the worst that could happen? You lose another 200K. And double up arguably the best player at the table. Other than that, nothing bad can happen.
I mean, if he does shove, you're Alex, you literally only beat stone bluffs, but he gives it up. Alex trying to think if he does go for value, what kind of hands can call him? Would king, queen call if he were to shove or bet something here on this river? Can he be called by worse? And you're likely never getting another ace to fold, and Alex knows that. So it's literally just like if he has something like a pair of kings or king-queen,
110.
will he call? And Alex doesn't shove, just goes for half stack here, 100.
And Alex Foxen continues mounting a comeback after losing a massive flip.
Somebody clip this, send it to her immediately.
She doesn't have my Disney login password yet.
You guys are close, but not that close.
There's been a few passwords, but I'm not ready to give up my Mandalorian for her.
Foxen coming with it under the gun with ace-6 suited.
Smooth.
Chartier will
Ooh,
be
these two
defending
again.
here.
These two again. I think if Alex Foxen looked at me like that, I would just burst out laughing. Ace 7-4, all spades. Top pair for Alex. Sam with 1% equity. Don't put a flush out there. I'm going to see if I can do it again. Don't put a flush out there. I don't think we're going to get there.
Yeah, I don't imagine we will see the turn. Quick fold.
No turn, and Foxen continues chipping up.
That's cool. Oh, eight of hearts. That's the royal. Nice. Eight of hearts.
Royal, yeah.